Husband and wife duo, Stuart and Melissa Buckingham, run homegrown Aussie business Outboard Spares from rural Victoria. They've been running for about 5 years now, supplying outboard parts across the country. To speak to Stuart about growing his business further, we sent in Irene Falcone from Nourished Life. We heard from Irene last season when she was just a budding small business. In the space of a year, Irene has taken Nourished Life to a multi-million-dollar company and is just the person who can advise Stuart on taking his business to the next level.
So how did you get started on a business selling parts?
Yeah, it was sort of in my blood, really. My parents started a business which I had all the time throughout I was growing up. And my wife and I actually started Outboard Spares 5 years ago. And it sort of started to grow from there, yeah.
Right, so who is your customer then?
We sell a lot to mechanics who service for other people, same as the car industry. But we do sell a lot to the average angler or boating enthusiast who wants to service the outboard himself.
Wow, and how are you selling these? Are you selling them through a store, online?
All of our products are sold online. People can call up and they can ask, you know, what parts they need for their engine, and then we can ship them straight to their door.
So what would you say is probably your biggest challenge now?
Biggest challenge moving forward, I think, is just to continue to grow, continue to develop our products and increase the amount of products that we've got on offer, and really just try and grow the business.
I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about your social media channels that you're using. So you're using Instagram and Facebook.
Yes.
And you're really doing a combination of some lifestyle shots and some parts.
Correct. We try to be fairly active on it too. I think that's the key.
Because I just think the social media aspect for your business is probably one of your biggest opportunities, because you've got so much to talk about.
Yeah.
I know it just sounds like it's parts, but really you can put beautiful photos of boats and really engage people that way. You can probably engage people through destination shots.
Yeah, okay.
You can encourage happy customers that have used your parts
on
their
idea.
Cruises with their families, and or even holding up their fish. I'm even thinking like a fishing competition where people post photos on their boat with because people are so proud of their catches.
Yeah.
So I just think that the social media aspect of it, you've really spoilt for angles. So there's so much content on there, and I think if you can make your content really engaging and interesting, then I think if a customer isn't, think about anybody who's looking at your feed at boats, eventually theirs is going to need a service, and they're going to need your parts. With my business, I started with such a small blog and a Facebook page, and I had 100 followers on Facebook at the time, and a handful of readers of my blog. But when I married the two together and started writing content and feeding it on Facebook, in 4 years it grew from 100 followers to about 200,000 followers.
Really?
Probably most of my online sales actually come from social media now. And that really isn't necessarily because of the blog itself, but more about the sharing of the content on social media. So I can't recommend that enough. How are you bringing your products in? Are they on a plane or via a boat? Yeah,
we started bringing them in via air freight, but saying that, we've got a shipment coming at the moment from Europe, and that is going sea freight. It is going to take longer, but it's a lot cheaper.
Well, I found for me, putting it on a plane versus a ship is something like a 90% cost reduction.
Wow, okay.
So if you can pre-plan, your products don't expire or anything, so I wonder if you couldn't get a shipping container around winter.
Yeah, sure.
And have it enough stock there to last you maybe 3 years worth of summers.
Yep.
Think about how much, I guess, time and freight and money and energy you would save in flying them in each summer, I guess, as you need.
Yeah, definitely.
Are you shipping just across Australia, New Zealand, internationally?
At the moment, it's just within Australia, but certainly international is something that we've been talking about recently that we certainly want to get involved with.
With your packages that you're sending out, are they quite small or are they quite large parts?
Look, most of it's under sort of 3 kilos, so we had been using satchels, so up to a 3 kilo satchel, we're getting everything shipped out that way. But, you know, as our range grows, we need something that'll grow with us, and that's, I guess, a good thing about Australia Post is you can ship larger items. So I think that's going to streamline our business a lot, and it's definitely going to save us a lot of time.
That's what I think as well. As much streamlining that you can do in the back end of your store and less manual work, the more time I guess you can spend, I hate to say this, but on Pinterest and social media talking to your audiences, because I really think that's where it is now. And it's interesting because when you're talking to somebody in a bricks and mortar store, you're talking to one or two people, and it's very personal. But if you think about how you can take that exact same concept and put it online and have that same conversation with hundreds of thousands of people, and you're still doing that one-on-one. I think that's a really great way to massively scale up a business from being bricks and mortar to being online.
Okay.
So I really think that would be such a great place to put your focus on.
Definitely. Okay, we'll definitely look at that for sure.